All right, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Yeshua from the GMS Atlanta camp. Before I get into his message, all praises, all glory, and all honor to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakakwadash, and double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone whom will and teach well. Now, this is going to be hopefully an edifying message going into superpowers, man, because power is exactly what the Most High through his son Yahushua promised the Israelites, you so-called blacks, natives, and Hispanic, specifically the elect, would get at the end of times. All right, and we're gonna get scripture on that. So, first scripture is Romans 3, verse 3. It says, "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? The Most High forbid. Let the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged." Man, so you know, superpowers, uh, regeneration, and the chariots. In my opinion, these are some of the stumbling blocks that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai puts, for puts in front of people. All right. And Yahushua himself told you that he was the stumbling block, but he's also the cornerstone of salvation. So really, it comes down to what he has predestined for you to be, man. Whether he's used himself as a stumbling block for you, or whether he's used himself as a cornerstone for you, man. All right. And these three topics are some of the biggest stumbling blocks to our people, man. But we're going to get some scripture, and hopefully this is a this is something that will help edify the body, okay? Because we need to understand this, man. All the Bible is true, right? You have to believe that. You have to believe that all of the Bible is true, man, that these scriptures are true, because that's what separates an Israelite from a Christian, man. Because see, Christians don't believe in the Bible, and we say that all the time. They believe in their own false sense of religion, which has a background of the scriptures, but it's not of the scriptures. All right. And that's not what an Israelite is. See, as an Israelite, you're supposed to understand that salvation is only for the so-called blacks, natives, and Hispanics. And you're supposed to understand that Esau Edom is destined to be destroyed after going into captivity. All right. We believe the scriptures, man. And so if you believe the scriptures, you have to believe all the scriptures. You have to eat the whole roll, man, the bitter and the sweet. And this ain't, and in reality, man, this is sweet, man. But one can say that this is super sweet, maybe too sweet, because our people, have been bywords maybe, and that they just can't comprehend or begin to understand the idea that the Most High promised us superpowers. So again, hopefully this lesson is edifying, and I pray that the Spirit reveals it to those whom the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has predestined, according to Ephesians 1, verse 4, for it to be revealed to, okay? So this is the first foundational scripture for this message, man, is that whether they believe it or whether they don't believe it, the Most High is true and every man is a liar, okay? That's the first foundational scripture, man. And the second foundational scripture is going to be Isaiah 41 and 14. Let's get there. Isaiah 41. I'm going to scroll down here to 14. It says, "Fear now." No. Matter of fact, let's start at 13. "For I, the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, thy God, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, says the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel." Man, so um, the point for the scripture that Israel is called a worm, man, because we're defenseless. We don't have an army. We don't even have our land, because those imposters are over there. So we are the bottom of the bottom right now. Okay. But with the most high, but with the most high in time, we will be proven to be weapons of war. And that's what this lesson is going to be going into. Again, it's spiritual power, man. So let's go ahead and jump right into Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 16 says, behold, I will send for many fishers, says the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks, man. Okay, so right now, you know, we're going to get the edification here, okay? Because scripture right here, verse 16, is one scripture, but it's talking about two different time frames, all right? And for those seasoned brothers and very few sisters, um, if you've looked into the book of Revelation chapter 20, you can understand this because in Revelation chapter 20, it jumps, right? And so this scripture itself also jumps, man. So first and foremost, it says, behold, I will send for many fishers, says the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and they shall fish them. And that's exactly where we are at right now, man. You know, because right now, the Most High told Peter that he would make him what? That he would make him fishers of men. Let's go ahead and get that. That's in Matthew chapter 4 and verse 19. It says, and he says unto them, let's go ahead and highlight this. It says, and he says unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men, right? So how are we to be fishers of men? By casting out our nets, right? And where do we cast out? Where and how do we cast out our nets? Right now, we're casting out our nets by putting our messages up. We're casting out our nets by going to camp and doing the work, man. Because we have the purpose for this truth being revealed to us, man, is for us to be able to feed others, man, and for us to be able to call others and bid others to the marriage which is soon to come, right? Let's get Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 7, man, because see, first and foremost, man, this truth is a very beautiful gift, man. People wish that they could get it, man. They wish that they had the ability to understand these scriptures, man. They wish, man. But see, it's a gift. And what do what the scripture say? Which one of you having a candle hides it under his bed? We're not called to hide this candle under the bed, man. So right now, the season that we're in right now is that we're fishers of men. Okay? Ezekiel 33, verse 7 says, so thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto who? Unto the house of Israel. Therefore, thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them for me, because the Most High put this truth in us for us to be able to put this word out, man. All right? You have to understand this, man, that once you get this truth in you, you know, uh it has to come out of you and it has to feed the people, man. And that's exactly in the season that's exactly what season that we are in right now. We are fishing for men. And that's very important for us to understand this, okay? Let's get let's get Revelation 7. I'm not sure why I clicked on 17, but this is going to prove the point, man. You know, we are in the time of fishing for men, all right? Because Revelation 7, verse 1, and I'm going to just read it to 3, says, and after these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw an angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, this is the point, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads, man. And so how are you sealed, man? We You are sealed by getting this truth, and we are in that season right now. We are those fishers of men whom the Most High has called to call again, to call his people back to the wedding, man. You see, Yahweh Shah won't come back until the elect are sealed, man. And that's exactly where we're at right now. We're in the fishing for men season. And once the elect hear this word and they wake up and they go through their trials that they have to according to Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1, then Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai will return in all his glory. But we have a role in that, all right? Now, I say that somewhat loosely because, we know that scripture says, um, before I formed thee in the womb, I knew thee. Ephesians 1, verse 4 says that those that have been predestined to get this truth. So the Most High has already chosen those whom he wants to to come into this truth, and specifically the elect, right? But we still have to do our part, man. We are those fishers of men. Because just as the Most High uses kings to fulfill his will, keep in mind, scripture says he called the king of Babylon his servant, right? And why is that? Because Proverbs 21, verse 1 says that the king's heart is in the hand of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So just as the Most High uses the kings to fulfill his will, the Most High uses us men as the fishers to call his elect and the innumerable multitude to the wedding. Okay, so that's the season that we are in right now. We are in the season of fishing, man. But pretty soon the fishing's gonna stop, man. Once those elect are sealed, there ain't gonna be no more fishing. All right. Here's what's gonna end up happening. Then we get into the second part of Jeremiah 16, verse 16. And this is the point of the message, man. We get into the powers, we get into the superpowers, man. It says It says, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. See, before we get into the into more precepts about the scriptures, let's get a couple more precepts to set somewhat some more foundational scriptures here on this, man, because again, all of this is for the edification of the brotherhood, right? Is for us to be able to grow, right, and to seal those elect men, man. Let's get Second Samuel 23 and verse 8. All right. It says, "These be the names of the mighty men whom David had, the Tachmonite that sat in the seat, chief among the captains. The same was Adino the Eznite. He lift up his spear against 800, whom he slew at one time. And after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Ahohite, one of the three mighty men with David, when they defied the Philistines that were gathered together to battle, and the men of Israel were gone away. He arose and smote the Philistines until his hand was weary, and his hand clave unto the sword. And the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai wrought a great victory that day, and the people returned after him. Let's jump down to verse 18. And Abishai, the brother of Joab, the son of Zuriah, was chief among three, and he lifted up his spear against 300 and slew them, and had the name among three. All right. Jump to verse 20. And Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, the son of a valiant man of Kabzeel, who had done many acts, he slew two lion-like men of Moab. He went down also and slew a lion in the midst of a pit in the time of snow. Verse 21. And he slew an Egyptian, a goodly man, and the Egyptian had a spear in his hand, but he went down to him with the staff and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand and slew him with his own spear. Man, this is our history, man. Again, as an Israelite, you have to believe the entire scriptures, man. That's what separates us from these Christians. That's what separates us from these other camps, man, is that you have to heed the whole rule. And I just, this is our history. We have men that killed hundreds. We have men that plucked spears out of people's hands and then killed them with their own spear. And how did they do that? They did that because the Most High was behind them, man. And the Most High is behind us, right? The Most High is behind us, man. there's there's even other stories, such as uh such as gosh Samson, right? He killed a bunch of people with uh with a jawbone, man. You know, Continuing on, let's get one more scripture, which is right behind that one. This is Second Samuel 22, verse 30. It says, verse 20, verse 29. It says, "For thou art my lamp, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will lighten my darkness," because that's what's coming, man. Nothing but darkness. Jacob's trouble's coming. Verse 30, "For by thee I have run through a troop. By my God have I leaped over a wall." This is our history. As for our God, his way is perfect. The word of the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is tried. He is a buckler to all them that trust him. Do you trust the Most High? Do you believe these scriptures? Do you? Do you? Verse 34. No, verse 33. The Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is my strength and power, and he makes my way perfect. He makes my feet like hinds feet, and sets me up upon high places. He teaches my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms. Man, these are our forefathers, man. And what does scripture say? Ecclesiastes 1, verse 9. What does that say? Let's get it right quickly. I'm not trying to be too long-winded with this message, but we need to prove the point. The thing that has been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is nothing new under the sun. So this history of our forefathers having these superpowers and slaying these men and jumping over fences and and having speed like the feet of a gazelle, man, that that thing which has been is going to be again. Do you believe the scriptures? Of course we do, man. We believe the scriptures. These things are going to happen again, man. You know, these superpowers are a promise. These superpowers are a promise that were given to us by Yahweh Shai himself, man. All right, let's get John 14, verse 12. It says, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father." So now, you know, yeah, because the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai, he's telling us he's going to give us power, man. He says that we're going to do greater works than what he did, right? For his glory, okay? These superpowers are something that us as Israelites, man, these superpowers are another reason as how the heathen feared our power, man, our God, because they heard about our victories, man. Just like that movie in Friday, whenever Debo was coming down the street in his bicycle with them squeaky ass tires, "Kee-koo, kee-koo," people would run, and that's exactly how we were. That's exactly how we were. People would hear about us, right? I mean, if you don't believe me, take a look into the book of Judith, chapter 5, because the Ammonite tells the other nations who we were. These people know who we were, man. You know? So we have to have the faith, man. We have to have the faith to continue to understand that the Most High's hand does not grow short. Just like he told Moses, man. Just like he told Isaiah. All right? But now, going back to Jeremiah 16 again, it says, after the preaching, after the elect have been sealed, says, "And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks," man. So in the time of judgment, This is after the word has gone out again, and the elect have been sealed. And now it's time to hunt down our enemies throughout the world. Throughout the world. Why? Because remember, Babylon is going to be destroyed, man. We're not going to be hunting people in America. We're going to be hunting people in other parts of the world. Specifically, we're going to be hunting those elites, man. So the foundational scripture for this message was that we are but a worm. So how are we going to hunt those people down if we are but a worm? Because the Most High is going to lift up a standard, and the Most High is going to give us those powers which we just saw in John 14, verse 12, right? Because right now we don't have weapons, man. We've been trampled. We are the tail and not the head, as mentioned in Deuteronomy chapter 28, man. So for us to chase those elites down, we have to be given the power from our power, all right? And scripture talks about that. Let's get Jeremiah, because this is the point of the lesson here. The point of the lesson is that we have hope. And the point of the lesson of our hope is that we're going to be chasing those who had us in derision, man. All right? Is not the Most High a fair and balanced judge? Do you do you think the Most High forgot about the transatlantic slave trade, the Trail of Tears? Do you think the Most High forgot about when Christopher Cologne was slicing our people in half? Our people didn't even have weapons, man. Our people were so simple they didn't even know what a sword was. If you read the diaries of Christopher Columbus, you know, um, he talks about how the Gadites didn't even know what a sword was, and they were cutting their hands by grabbing it, man. At that time, they had their superpowers, man. And what did they do? They slaughtered us. Is the Most High now a balanced judge? Of course he is. So now so when the time comes, he's going to turn us from a worm to his weapons of war, man. This is Jeremiah 51 verse 20 says, "Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war." Who? Thou, the port Jacob, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horses and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. Verse 24, and I will render unto Babylon and unto all the inhabitants of the Chaldeans all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, says the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Man, these are the powers that our forefathers had a taste of, and this is the power promised to us by Yahweh Shai. Man, it says that we're gonna break in pieces the captains and the rulers. You know, those same people that are gonna try to escape through their tunnels. Man, it says those same people are gonna be broken by us through the power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, man. Again, I go back to the Gadites we, when our people didn't understand what a sword was and they had the upper hand, what did they do? They used it to conquer us, murder us, and rape us, man. And that's not what we're going to do as far as the graping goes, but the Most High is going to endow us with those superpowers, and according to the Most High's judgment, which has been written, we're going to put those people underneath us, man. Scripture, there's a ton of scripture that talks about it. I mean, if people want to drop the comments, um, you know, I know that I didn't get all of the scriptures, man, but these are just some of the ones that come to mind. This is Ezekiel 25, verse 14. It says, "And I will lay my vengeance upon who? Upon Edom, by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance," says the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Vengeance for what? Vengeance for hurting the apple of the Most High's eye. Man, the Most High doesn't forget, man. He does not forget. The book of Numbers says the Most High is long suffering. I'm roughly paraphrasing. It says he visits the iniquity of the fathers even to the third and fourth generations. Man, the Most High didn't forget about what you did to us. And again, because we are the worm, which it's all to the glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, because we had to be the worm so that the Most High's name could be exalted by how? By giving us those superpowers, man. You know? So how are we gonna chase these people, man? How? Let's get for this next one, we're gonna have to go into the blue letter because we're gonna get a word here. And we're gonna go into Second Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. And it says, for the Most High has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. So see, these Christians use this a lot, man. I remember being in the Christian church myself, man, and they would, use this scripture to kind of help you get over like a breakup or a debt. Man, you got it, man, or like a job interview. Man, but these people tainted our scriptures because that's not at all what the scripture's talking about, man. You go into that word power, let's get it. And that word power is dunamis. And what is that? Strength, power, ability. All right, power for performing miracles, man. Right? Power and resources arising from numbers, right? Powers consisting in or resting upon armies. What armies? Yasharallah, man. See, that's what the scripture says. That we have the power, man. The power of what? The power to put Esau Edom underneath our feet, man, according to the will of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, man. We're gonna have powers only seen in in Marvel films, man. You know? Let's get another scripture here on there. Let's get again, man, there's a ton of scripture here, man. See, because man, our people are so trodden down, man. We're all used to being called the N word, the W word, whatever. Freaking savages. Our people are a people torn down, man. What scripture say? My people are robbed and led by savage children, right? If I'm roughly paraphrasing it correctly, man. Our people have been torn down. So when you tell them, hey, man, I mean, shit alone, when you tell somebody that they're Israelites, man, they can't even comprehend that. So when you tell them that not only are they Israelites, but they might can get superpowers, man. They're like, they give you that style. They're like, what are you talking about? But man, it's true, man. It comes down to, do you believe the scriptures? And the answer for us is yes. This is Isaiah 40, verse 31. It says, but they that wait upon the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not be faint, man. Again, this goes to show the little faith that Christians have, man, because you have a whole scripture here telling you, or telling the Israelites that we're going to be able to fly, man, but they make it into a feel-good message, again, we are going to be his battle axe, man. We're going to go from fishers of men, which are, fishers of Israelites, to hunters of men, which are hunters of the heathen and the wicked, man. And these are the scriptures that tell you that. Explain this to me, man. You know, how do these Christians explain uh these scriptures like this, man? They can't, man. For them, it's terrifying, man. It really is. But see, for us, man, judgment sounds so good, man. When you keep, when you bring to mind all the atrocities that these people have done, man, judgment sounds so good, man. This is Joshua 23, verse 10. One man of you shall chase 1,000, for the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, your God. He it is that fights for you as he has promised you. So if we're all destined to be saved, who are we fighting against, man? You know, that alone defeats the salvation for everyone doctrine, man. All right. And how is one gonna chase 1,000? By the power given to us by Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Judgment sounds so good, doesn't it? I mean, like we have an idea. We have an idea of the wickedness done by these other heathen nations to our people, only what those books say. But man, there's a darker history that we don't even know about, man. All right. Judgment is a beautiful thing, man. It really is. This is Psalms 149. And again, this is scripture, man. A- As much as we want it, as much as we're praying for it, as much as the apostles asked Yahweh Shai in Acts chapter 1, verse 7, if I'm not mistaken, will thou now restore the kingdom unto Israel? The apostles wanted this, man. The apostles had the Psalms. The apostles had the book of Joshua. The apostles had Second Samuel. All these scriptures which I just read to you, the apostles had this, man. The disciples had this, man. Judgment is a beautiful thing, man. And for the longest time, our people were brainwashed thinking that the same person that tormented us was going to go into the same salvation as us, man. That ain't no righteous judgment. That's that's just not no righteous end, man, for them to go from one mansion to a celestial mansion, and then we go from a tiki hut to a regular mansion. Get the fuck out of here, man. These motherfuckers are tripping, bro. This is Psalms 149, verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Who are the saints? It's right. It's literally one chapter behind you. Let them praise the name of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, for his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. He also exalts the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even the children of Yasharallah. A people near unto him, praise ye the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. The saints are Israel. Let's go back to the point. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword, the word, in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. This is the Most High saying this, man. Through the Spirit, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Man, as a Christian, we never even read this scripture, man. To execute upon them the judgment written, this honor, this honor, it's an honor. This honor have all the saints, man, because it is an honor because not all of Israel's going to get it. Only the elect men are going to get those superpowers. And that alone, that's why it's an honor. If you get those superpowers, that's because you are of the elect, man. That's the honor, man. It's an honor for Yasharallah to be able to trample on our enemies, man. And that's exactly what we're gonna do, man. W- Once these people escape into their tunnels, man, we're gonna have a come again of Joshua chapter 10, verse 24. We're gonna get them out of their little underground tunnels, right? And this is what's gonna happen. And it came to pass when they brought out those kings unto Joshua, that Joshua called for all the men of Israel. We're gonna bring all your kings out from them rocks, man, from the underground tunnels, and said unto the captains of the men of war which were with him, the other elect, come near, put your feet upon the necks of these kings. And they came near and put their feet upon the necks of them, man. All right. All these videos of kids being, eliminated because they had plastic shooters, man. All these videos of, our people being left to drown as they're trying to cross the border from a wall that these people put up from a country that they stole. All that's going to come to an end, man. And it says that we're going to put our feet upon their necks, man. And that's judgment. That's righteous judgment, man. Verse 25, and Joshua said unto them, fear not, nor be dismayed. Be strong and of good courage. And that's a message for us right now. For thus shall the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai do to all your enemies against whom you fight. And that's what we're doing right now, man. We're fighting for our lives, man. Trying to escape the terror by day, no, the terror by night and the arrow that flies up by day. These jabs, the poisoned air, the poisoned water, the poisoned food. Everything's poison, man. They are our enemies. They are actively trying to eliminate us. And Scripture says this is what the Most High shall do to us I mean, shall do for us to our enemies. And afterward, Joshua smote them. That's right. And slew them and hanged them on 5 trees, and they were hanging upon the trees until the evening, man. Judgment's a beautiful thing, man. You know, if we be of that 144,000, man, the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, is going to endow us with those powers, man. You know, so we have hope. Even though we're called a worm, we are that worm. But we are that worm for the glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Just like when Gideon was about to fight, he had too many troops. What did the Most High say? He said, "You got too many, man." He dwindled them down because the glory was to be for the Most High. And that's why we're that worm also, man. There's nothing new under the sun, man. We are that worm for us to come back and get the get back for the glory of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. This is Jeremiah 16, verse 16. The same scripture that we've been going into. Behold, I will send for many fishers, says the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks, man. Superpowers are biblical. Superpowers are our hope. And through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai giving us, through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai coming down and saving us and then giving us these superpowers, that's the only way for us to get judgment, a power upon our enemies. Because we can't fight them now, right? So when we do fight them with these superpowers, it's going to be to the glory of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. And then comes Isaiah chapter 60. So until the next one, I say shalom, man. Hopefully this lesson has been edifying to the brotherhood. You know, keep the faith. Judgment is soon to turn around. And until next one, say shalom.